It's time for me to learn to sew pants. But the most exciting part is, I'm not the only one. Back in May, I set myself a goal to basically take inventory of my fledgling me-made wardrobe and try and figure out where the main gaps were. It turned out the answer was excruciatingly obvious. I own various pairs of jeans, jean shorts, some random black yoga type pants, and some rather worse for wear walking pants. Everything else is skirts and dresses. So I put out a call to the hive mind on Instagram for a pants pattern that would be A, easy to construct, and B, flumpy. Not only did literally 100% of responses suggest the Winslow Culottes by Helen's Closet Patterns, but also Katie from the brilliant sewing channel Katie Makes Stuff decided she really needed some flumpy pants in her life too. And lo, a YouTube partnership was born. Katie and I have different styles, different fabric tastes, and we live halfway around the world from each other. But one thing we have in common is utter chaos. So if you like that about my videos, I can highly recommend hers. Who pantsed it better? Well, I'm gonna guess probably not me, but we'll let you decide. If you are here from Katie's video, then hello and welcome. My name is Michelle and I love to do all of the crafts, but especially the stitchy ones. On this channel you'll find cross-stitch, yarn crafts and sewing, but also quite a lot of incompetence and the odd sprinkling of Northern English slang that you don't understand. So if that sounds like fun, get yourself settled in and let the pants off commence. This pattern comes with various options. First up is length, and from the start I knew I wanted these pants to be as big and flumpy as possible, so view D it is. I'll also be doing the elastic back hack detailed on the designer's blog, because that sounds so much easier, and I'm toying with the idea of the slash pockets hack as well. Fabric-wise, I spent forever looking for something suitable. I did attempt to find something in a charity shop that could work rather than ordering new fabric, but this pattern asks for quite a lot of yardage and our local charity shops leave a lot to be desired, so no luck there. I did, however, find this awesome purple and green tablecloth, which I don't know what I'm going to do with it, but I'm going to find a use for it soon. In the end, after leaving it till basically the very last minute, I settled on something called Viscose Dobby from Minerva, because I had a birthday gift card, so why not? Now, the thing with sewing on video is you want your fabric to be colourful and bright, easy to light and enjoyable for people to watch. But the thing with actual clothes is that sometimes you just kind of have to give in and make some of them black. So this is what we are working with. I hope you can see there, it is not plain black, there's a sort of subtle texture to it, which, for all I know, may be why it's called Dobby. Maybe that's the name of the texture. Someone tell me? Anyone? Help? I'm honestly not sure if it has a front and a back, they look the same to me. One thing you will notice is that it's pretty see-through. But I'm hoping the excessive amount of fabric in the legs of these pants will sort of help to cover it a little bit. I honestly don't know, this could be a complete disaster. Full disclosure here, just before we get started, my craft room is a mess. I've been working on this dress over here, which I'm hoping to get done before we leave on holiday on Friday. And so there's kind of black bits everywhere on the floor, and I figured there's no point tidying up just to make more. There's also like stuff everywhere, there's a head on my desk, I don't know. We're just gonna have to go with it, okay? Because I'm going to be doing the elastic back hack, and I think I have decided to do the slash pocket hack, I only have two pattern pieces, front and back. One thing you'll notice is that these are quite short and definitely not full-length palazzo pants. The sides of the legs are completely straight, so you can just essentially draw a straight line down to the appropriate length. Remains to be seen if I actually manage to pull that off or if we end up on a diagonal, but I did not have it in me to piece together all of those extra blank bits of paper, so we've gone for the eco-friendly route. How did I get muck all over it already? Alright, couple bits of good news. First of all, the widest pattern piece does actually fit on this fabric, which, I'm not gonna lie, that's something I was worried about because it's slightly narrower than the recommended. But also, I found a use for the weird head. Moment of truth. If I've marked this out to the correct length, do I have enough fabric to also do the other leg? Ha. I need to figure this out. Give me a minute. Okay. I don't mind admitting, my life just flashed before my eyes. Look what I've done, okay? There's the top of the fabric. This is the line I've extended it to for the bottom of the leg. And this is the line that I'd extended it to the first time round, because I'm an idiot. I wanted it to be 45 inches in total, and I extended it by 45 inches instead. Thankfully, it does fit and everything is fine, but... Okay, 2 back pieces, which I'm realising now I should have marked the wrong side of before I picked them apart, because now I'm back to square one. But I guess this is our crotch curve, so that would be the back, that would go... Alright. I see it. Ridiculous, but also kind of exciting. I honestly don't even know if this fabric is usable for pockets. I mean, it's very thin. Now, if memory serves, the first thing the pattern asks for is to fold the pleats and baste them in place. What I actually need to do first is cut the pockets to the right shape. Using the pocket piece as a guide, cut the upper corner of the front pattern pieces to match. Okay, that sounds optimistic, I'm gonna say. But I am nothing if not willing to give it a whirl. Minor panic, again, as I've pinned the pleats, but one side is much shorter than the other, which it doesn't match the diagram in the pattern at all. But I'd somehow already forgot that I'm doing the slash pockets. The pocket folds inside and then makes up the extra length on that shorter side. I honestly nearly had a heart attack here. Can confirm, still an idiot. Can you tell I am super stressed? Sew-in, man. So rather than make it worse and make stupid mistakes for real this time, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna fold the pleats on the other leg, and then I'm gonna call it for the day. Then I'm gonna come back tomorrow, bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, and actually do the sewing. And I've come so close to irreversibly ruining it on multiple occasions today. Okay, it's fine. Everything's gonna be fine. I will see you tomorrow. Alright, so everything you just saw was back on Monday, and it's now Thursday, and we leave on holiday tomorrow. So, yeah, well done me. This week has just entirely got away from me. I have finished sewing the dress that you saw hanging up on there the other day. I've also finished crocheting a top that I wasn't supposed to be making, but I saw it on Reddit and just needed it. And I published this cross-stitch pattern. So, it's just been a busy week. On the bright side, I have my cup of tea, it's early morning, and I have the entire day to work on these pants. I did all of the scary stuff the other day. As you might be able to tell, that measuring and cutting stage is always the bit that freaks me out. And then I wake up the next day, or in this case, 3 days later, and I'm just like, well, I've cut it out now, so if it's wrong, it's wrong. Might as well just get on with it. Okay, I think I better just... Actually, no, there is one thing I need to do before I properly jump in. Be right back. French seam test. I have worked with viscose once before, and it taught me a lot of important lessons, even though the project itself turned out kind of not great. One of those lessons was to French seam everything. It does require deviating a bit from the instructions and treating the seam allowance a bit different, but I think I can do this. So that's gotta be a tick from me, right? I bet Katie isn't doing fancy French seams, although maybe she is, and maybe I've just jinxed it. I should never have said that. I've just gone to grab my scissors from the windowsill, and oh my god, they're so hot from sitting in the sun. It's supposed to be the hottest day of the week today, and I already regret my choice to stay in this room all day. First task this morning is to do a line of stay stitch along the top and then a line of basting stitches a bit below it, which is just going to hold the pleat in place until it's time to do the waistband. Bosh! It was harder than it looked to get that pleat crisp and not end up with a small gap like this, but I'll do the other one the same, and who really cares, right? Alright, next step is to sew in the slash pockets, and then we should be good to just follow the actual original instructions right up until the waistband. Right now, I'm kind of happy and also kind of not. I cannot get this seam to lie perfectly flat, but on the bright side, it's maybe the first time I ever got understitching neat and tidy on the first attempt, so yay! Reversing some of the instructions to allow for French seaming took a bit of getting used to, but honestly it was easy enough once I got going. That is one beautiful bottom of pocket. Oh yeah! And now, I do not know about you, but I am very sweaty. I think it's time for a break, let this room cool down, and we will reconvene this afternoon. Alright, I'm not gonna lie to you, this is not going super amazingly. Less of the straight line slash pocket they're supposed to be, more of a gently wavering curve. At least both sides are roughly the same. Next stage is to construct the actual legs, so it's all going to come together pretty quickly from here in theory. Stitching in a straight line, even I can do. I'm going to see if I can figure out how to French seam the crotch seam as well. My brain is just like not able to picture it at all, so I'll have to see what it looks like when I get there. Glasses are slipping down because I'm so sweaty. I'm gonna whack some tunes on and just go for it. Okay, I have to show you something. French seams are time-consuming, I think is the best way to describe it. But look at this. I think the inside of this project might be tidier than the outside. You see that? That's the inside of the pocket. That's insane! This is not an inside of pants making competition, but if it was, I think I'd be in with a chance. Point of view? You've been sewing. One leg. 2 legs. Time to sew them together. Alright, this is going to make no sense to look at. Basically, to join the 2 legs together, the instructions say put one leg inside the other, right sides together. With French seams, I would be doing it the other way around, so wrong sides together. So I've started pinning, and then I realised somehow I was still doing right sides together. I don't even know what happened there. I took the legs apart again and I put them both right side out so I could actually see what was what. And I started pinning them together like that separately down the front. Then I put the second leg inside the first leg and continued pinning from there. And that was way easier than trying to actually figure it out with them already inside each other. I sound almost like I know what I'm talking about there, but yeah, I'm gonna sew this seam and then we'll see. Right, that's the inside. The outside seam is on the outside. Oh, that's all I care about. Anything else is just a bonus. Oh my god. Giant clown pants. So it is coming up 5 PM. We go away tomorrow and I have a whole waistband to do. The hack instructions have you measure around the top, which was hard to do accurately. I just added a couple of inches of safety margin and chopped off the excess later, and that worked fine. Okay, so I need my strip of waistband fabric with the front part interfaced. Can do. Yes, I did just cut out about 45 minutes of sweaty struggle, but trust me, nobody wants to see that. I'm afraid I have terrible news for Team French Seam. I've added the waistband, but it turns out inside This is going to be the only non-French seam in the whole project. So yeah, slightly gutted, although I am kind of happy with how I got the centre seam of the waistband to match with the centre seam of the back of the pants. Ooh. Pretty snazzy. So what I'm going to do is sort the elastic out, which should only take about 10 minutes looking at the instructions, and I'm not going to hem the bottoms of the legs until tomorrow morning, which is definitely cutting it fine. And then, yeah, we'll see how the waistband holds up over the next week, and if I need to do something with it when we come back, I'll do it then. FYI, I'm using 1-inch elastic here, literally because it's what I had. I don't know what I was supposed to use, but this seems to work just fine. You're on camera now.
I don't want to be.
Pervin.
I don't want to be.
Tough. Shouldn't have stuck your face in, should you? Alright, I'll hem in the morning and see you after holiday for the big reveal. Bye! I gotta say, I am pretty pleased. Should I actually be working with viscose at my skill level? Turns out maybe not. But are these pants swooshy and frumpy and giant and ridiculous and everything I wanted them to be? You're damn right. There are a few things I want to go in and try and fix, some stray threads on the inside of the waistband where I wasn't able to French seam, but I just took them on holiday in this very state and they served their purpose admirably. The elastic back was also the perfect choice for going out on an evening and stuffing my face with treat food. They didn't even turn out see-through or anything, which, you know, that's a bonus. Alright, so that's my entry into what I persist in referring to as the pants off. Maybe not the most outwardly exciting with this black fabric, but I tell you what, they go with everything. And let's not forget those bonus points for the tidy insides, right? Let me know down in the comments how you think I did. Did I bring shame on all of us today? You decide. And now let's go see what Katie's brought to the table. I'll link her channel down below and see you there in 5 minutes. Thanks for watching. I'll be back soon with some more crafty nonsense, so in the meantime, have a brilliant rest of your day and keep making cool stuff. Bye!